Hey everybody, it's Mitch and welcome to my next video. Today we are going to be doing another Naruto character review. Continuing on with my Akatsuki series, we are going to be doing Deidara. Now, he is a very interesting guy, and before I get too much farther into this, I just want to say there's going to be some spoilers in this one. Now, Deidara is, he's a more complicated villain than most of the Akatsuki. Most of the Akatsuki members, or at least half of them, are kind of one-off villains. You see them once, it's a really tough fight, and then they're done. Deidara is not the case. Now, he's one of the first Akatsuki members that you run into, at least in Shippuden. You first see him when he's attacking the Sand Village and taking Gaara down, which he successfully pulls off, although he does pay a pretty steep price for it. Then, after he takes Gaara down, you then see him try and take down Naruto and Kakashi, which Kakashi, for the most part, does most of the work in taking him down. Naruto certainly does help a bit, though. You see him appear again more later. After Sasori gets wiped out, he ends up with a new partner. He ends up with Tobi, actually. So, the true leader of the Akatsuki. So, kind of an interesting choice, even though Tobi's kind of a joker, the new guy. He ends up with him as a partner, and you get to see them. They finish off the Three Tails in that arc. That is a filler, but still, I suspect that part where Tobi takes on the Three Tails as easily as he did was not. So, yeah. Then, what happens after that? Well, then Deidara, he finds out later that Sasuke took down Orochimaru, and he's not happy about that. He wanted to take down Orochimaru, so he's mad at Sasuke for beating him to it. So, he ends up fighting Sasuke, and he ends up dying trying to take down Sasuke. He was trying to suicide to kill Sasuke, but Sasuke managed to get out of it. So, yeah, Deidara's definitely an interesting guy. You then see him come back later when he gets reincarnated. He's the one who actually kidnaps Yamato. So, yeah, and then later he ends up fighting against like Kankuro and those guys. And that was kind of an interesting one when he got brought down with that. Used some lightning style to restrain him. Kankuro and one of the Cloud Ninja worked together to restrain him. So that's the story of Deidara. Now, who is Deidara as a person? Well, he is I believe he's a Cloud Ninja. No, not a Cloud Ninja. He's a Stone Ninja. That was it. He knows the Tsuchikage. He knows them. I'm not exactly sure what their relationship is, but they do know each other. Now, Deidara, his motto is, art is an explosion. He is an artist. He makes these like clay bombs out of, well, clay, obviously. And, they explode and do all this massive damage and stuff. So, that's his main form of attack. That's really his only form of attack, is these clay bombs. But they're not just bombs. Like, they can move and carry him around and stuff. And they have various amounts of power, and he can make like spiders that cling to you, and he's got all sorts of stuff he can do with these things. But their main way of attacking you is boom. But they can stick around and infiltrate, and he can make a giant. He always has this giant clay bird that he makes. That one doesn't seem to explode. So yeah, definitely an interesting guy. Very impatient. Kind of reckless, yeah. That's really all I can think of on Deidara. He's a somewhat complicated villain, to be honest. If there's anything you want to say about Deidara, please let me know. I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Or really whatever, like if you have other suggestions on what I can do, I'd love to hear that. That's actually, the series came from a suggestion, so yeah. Also, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more awesome videos. Anyways, that's all I have to say. So, I'm Mitch. I'll be seeing you.